Hello everyone, Ismail is here. Today we're going to start 8.1 solving equations by factoring. X squared plus bx plus c. So as you can see here, this is the standard form of the quadratic functions. Okay, but as you can see, we have no a here. Okay, so all the lessons that you can find on my website www.formath.com. Okay, so let's go back here to the quadratic function. We know that the quadratic function ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, this is the normal quadratic function where a can be equal 1, okay, but a cannot equal 0 because if a equals 0, so that means we don't have a quadratic functions. So in this situation, in this lesson 8.1, we are going to learn when a is equal 1, okay? So always a will equal 1, and because we don't need to write 1x squared, so we will write this one as always x squared. Sorry, okay, as x equal squared because x squared means 1x squared. So a is equal 1. So in this lesson, we're going to learn when a always equal 1. Now, before we start, let's do this warm up. I know that the warm up because I always skip them, but because this one is very important that we need to cover. Now, list all the factors of each numbers here. So now what are the factors of 10? Okay, this is grade 5, 6 questions. Okay, or maybe list which is primary school. You can find the factors of the numbers. Okay, so now what are the factors of 10? Factors means what two numbers that you multiply them to get 10. Okay, we can multiply 2 and 5, right? We also can multiply 1 and 10. Correct? Yeah, that's right. Okay, same thing here. How about 30? What we have two numbers that give you 30. Yeah, we have example. We have 1 and 30, which is the easy number that all students tell me. Okay, what else do we have? We have 6 and 5. That's right. Okay, what else do we have? We have 2 times 15. Yeah, 2 times 15, which is also equal to 30. Okay. Do we have any things? I think no, maybe this is only the factors. If I forget something, you can write me in the comments, guys. Okay, now how about 45? So 45, same thing. We have 1 times 45, which is the easiest one. Also, what we have? Do we have 2? No, we have a 3. Yeah, if we multiply 3 times 10 equal 30. Okay, let's continue from here. Okay, and 3 times 33, 11, 33, and 3 times 12 is equal 36. Okay, and if we keep multiplying, I think is 15 times 3, right? Yeah, so we have 3 times 15, sorry, let me try times. Okay, 3 and 15 also are factors. Also, we have easy factors, which is 5 and 9, right? So 5 and 9 also are factors. Okay, how about the 47? Do we have factors for 47? I think no, because 47 is a prime number, and the prime numbers, okay, doesn't have factors. So note that if you read here, when a number has only one and itself, like 1 times 47 is equal 47, there is no other factor. So this only factor, this one is called what? It's called prime numbers. Okay, now let's start with the lessons here. Now, this is the common factors of each pair of numbers. So what are the pair, okay, factors of 10? So we already found them, which is we have 10 times 1, we have 2 and 5. Do we have else? I think no, we don't have. Okay, 30, we have 1 and 30. We have 5 and 6. We have 2 and 15. Okay, I think that's it. And we have 3 and 10, yes, and we have a 3 and 10. Okay, now check the common factor. What we have common factor here? We have 10, okay, 10 and 10 are common factors. Okay, we have 2, okay, 2 are also common factors. We don't, 1 always is considered as a common factor, but I don't need to go to 1. Okay, 5 is a common factors. So now here we have three common factor between 10 and 30. Okay, same thing we can do with the 6 and 9, 12 and 25, but I don't need to go there to save time of the video. Okay, now let's start and go deep to our lessons, which is x squared plus or minus. This means, okay, this means when x squared plus bx plus c or x squared minus bx plus c. So we need to learn now when factoring is positive b or negative b. Okay, then how we can factor any quadratic functions. Okay, first of all, maybe you ask me, teacher, what's the meaning of factor? Okay, I will tell you something. Do you remember that we learned that when we have, okay, let's say we have an intercept form, x minus p and x minus q. Okay, do you remember when I told you convert this one to standard form? Okay, from this, we call this one, okay, let me write this one, small space so I can show you. So this one, okay, so we call this one intercept form, right? Now convert intercept form to standard form. Okay, what we did in the last, we used distributive property, x squared plus or minus, okay, p x times this one, okay, x q, and so on, okay, and a number here. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you know that we understand that when we convert from intercept to standard, we use this repetitive property. Now, how about if I need to convert from standard to intercept? Just an example, if I have now ax squared plus bx plus c, how can I convert this standard form to intercept form? How can I convert this one? Okay, how can I convert standard, okay, to intercept? Okay, so to know how can I convert from standard to intercept form, okay, I have two way, okay, I need to follow to convert from standard to intercept. Okay. Now, the first thing that I need to see when factoring, set it up as x and x. Okay. So means the first step that you need to do is open two bracket, and in this bracket you have to write x and x. Always the first step when you need to find the intercept form, you have to write open two bracket and write x and x. Similar what I did here. Now then factors of C go in the parentheses that added to B. This sentence is very important and you will follow this sentence until grade 12 and even if you go to university. What's that mean? What are the factors of number C, okay, that we need to find to get, if you add them to get B? Look to this example here. Okay, in the word, to factor a quadratic trinomials of form x squared plus bx plus c, find two factors of c whose summation is b. Okay, if no such integers exist, the trinomial is not factorable. Okay, which means, look to this example. Now, I have this, okay, x squared plus 9x plus 18. Now, the steps, what we need to do. First step, we need to find the factors of 18. Now, what are the factors of 18? So now the factors of 18 is 1 and 8. 1 times 18. We have 2 and 9. And we have 3 and 6. So now after we find all of these factors, okay, let me erase this one. Sorry. 2 and 9. Okay, now these are the factors for 18. Now, use this factor. Which of these factors, okay, if you add them together, you will get B, you will get 9. So 1, first of all, 1 plus 18, is it equal 9? No, it's not equal 9, okay? So you cancel them. Now, 2 plus 9, is it equal 18? No, 2 plus 9 is equal 11, so cancel this. Okay? Now, 3 plus 6, is it equal 9? Yes. So now my factors are what? 3 and 6. So if you look here, factors of 18 is 1 and 8, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. But now add them, 1 and 8, 1 plus 18 is equal 19, which is wrong. Okay. Now 2 plus 9 is equal 11, which is wrong. 3 plus 9, 3 plus 6 is equal 9. So this one is my answer. So now I will take these two numbers as P and Q. So this one is P, this one is a Q. It doesn't matter. You can write this one Q and this one P. It doesn't matter the order, but you understand the idea, P and Q or Q and P. Now, when you write, so that's mean your function, it should be x plus 3 and x plus 6. If this one p, if this one q, so we know that x minus p and x minus q, so that's mean x minus 3 and x, sorry, x always opposite sign, x plus 6. Clear? Okay, let's take one example to understand. Look to this example here. Now, first of all, factor of C. What are the factor of 6? So now the factor of 6, we have 1 and 6. We have 2, 3. Do we have else? No. Now, add the numbers. Okay? Which of these two factors, this 2 or this 2, if you add them, you get 5. 1 plus 6 is equal 7. No. So this one is wrong. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal what? Is equal 5. So now let's take this 2 factor. So the first factor is 2, the second factor is a 3. So this one is P, this one is a Q. Now x plus 2 and x plus 3. It doesn't matter. I told you you can write x plus 3 or x plus 2. Okay, again? Okay. I hope this one's clear. Now let's go to this question here. So now what are the factors of 6? So the factor of 6 is 1 and 6. Okay, 2 and 3. We know the total of this two number is 7. The total of this two number is 5. Now, which two factors that you are going to use? Okay, for sure, I'm going to use 7, right? Because this one is 7. Okay, first, let's open the two bracket. Let's write x. X, the first one is 1. The second one is 6. Now, what are the signs should I put here? Okay, now I will tell you something. If the sign, okay, if the sign here is negative, okay, if the sign here is negative, so what you have to do, you put the negative for the bigger number and the positive for the small number. Okay, so you put the negative sign for the big number and you put the positive sign for the small number. Is this right? No, it's not right. So always when you have a negative, you put negative for both sides. Okay, now let's go continue. Okay, so if you have now, if b is positive, so two bracket should be positive. If b is negative, so two bracket r should be what? Should be negative. Okay, look to this one. So now open two brackets. Okay, with the x's. Now find the factors of 16. What are the factors of 16? 1, 16. Okay, 2 and 8. 4 and 4. Now add these, okay? 1 and 16, if you add them, you get 17. 2 plus 8 is equal 10, okay? 4 plus 4 is equal 4 plus 4 is equal 8, okay? So which one of these two that factor that you are going to use that give you 10 here? Okay, it's 2 and 8. So you write here 2, you write here 8, and don't forget to put the sign. Okay, clear? Now let's go to the last one. Okay, first of all, open two brackets, x, okay, x. Now find the factors of 36. Okay, now what are the factors of 36? 1 and 36. What else? We have also 2 times, I think 13. Sorry, not 13. 2 times divide by 18, okay, which is 2 times 18, okay, which is equal 36. Also 36 divided by 3, which is equal 12, so 3 times 12. Also 4 times 8, 4 times, sorry, not 8, 4 times 9, sorry. Okay, what else? Do we have more? I think no. I think that's it. Okay, if there is, it's fine. So now let's add these numbers and to check anyone will give me 13 or no. So 36 plus 1 for sure 37. So this is wrong. Okay, 2 plus 18, it's 20, which is wrong. 3 plus 12, which is equal 15. That's wrong. 4 plus 9 is equal what? Is 13. So now which one? So these two factors, the first factor is 4, the second factor is 9, and this one sign is positive. So positive, positive, 4 and 9. Okay? So I hope this one is easy and clean to you. Okay? Now you have here some practicing questions. Try to solve them. If you need any questions, come ask me. Okay, now how about if we have factor, okay, if C is negative. So let's say x plus bx minus c and x squared minus bx minus c. How about this? Okay, if I have minus c. Okay, first of all, we do the same thing. We do the same thing. What are the factors of negative 10? Okay, the factors of negative 10 is the same factors of 10, except we put the negative, which means negative 1 times 10 or 1 times negative 10, right? So this first two factors. 2 times negative 5 or negative 2 times 5. So as you can see, how many factors do we have here? We have all of these factors. Same thing with the negative 30. So we have 1 times negative 30. We have 30 times negative 1. Okay. Also, we have 2 times negative 15. And we have negative 2 times 15. Okay. Also, we have 3 times negative 10. And we have negative 3 times 10. So as you can see, when we have a negative factors, one of the two factors should be negative. If the first one positive, the second one should be negative. If the first one is positive, this one should be negative. If this one positive, this one should be negative. If this one negative, this one should be positive. Okay, it depends. Okay, same thing for, so negative 1 times 47 or 1 times negative 47. Sorry, 47. Okay, so now these are the factors. Now, how we can factor if we have negative c? The same step that we did in the previous, except the signs. Okay, now look to this. So now what are the factors for negative 3? So what are the factors of negative 3? So now the factors of negative 3, we have 1 times negative 3, and we don't have anything else, right? And we have also negative 1 and positive 3. Now add these together. So 1 plus negative 3 is equal negative 2. Negative 1 plus 3 is equal what? Is equal 2. So now, which one represent B? Is negative 3 and 1. Okay? So now let's write the answer here. So now it should be first is x, the second one is x. Now it should be positive 1 and negative 3. So that's how we can factor. Okay? Now let's factor these questions. Now, what are the factors for negative 48? Okay? Negative 48. Okay? We have a lot of numbers, but as I remember, when we multiply it, okay, 48, when we multiply it by 12, okay, so we have, sorry, the factor is 148, okay, and negative 48, and we have, sorry, let me write it then without sign, then I will put the sign. 148, okay, then we have 224, and I have 3 for 16. Okay. Then I have 4 and 12. Okay. So I have all of these. So now let me put the sign for the small number. Okay. And all of these, the same thing if I have, okay, now 1 times negative 48, 2 times negative 24, 3 negative 16, 4 negative 12. Okay, now let's find the answer and see which one give me negative. I have to get negative 13. Okay, so now this one for sure, no, this not, I will not get negative 13. Also, this one I will not get negative 13. Okay, let me write the answer for you so you understand what I'm doing. Okay, so this one I will get 22. This one 16 minus a 3, I will get 13. Okay, here negative 4 and 12, I will get 8. Okay, here I will get negative 47. Here I will get negative 22. Here I will get negative 13. Here I will get negative 12. So as you can see here, if I have a positive or if I have a negative, it depends on the sign. So as you can see here, which one is represent the sign? It's this two factor because we need to find negative 13. So now the first factor is positive 3. The second factor is negative, sorry, okay. Now let's open two brackets. So the first bracket is positive 13, the second bracket is negative 16. Okay, so now these are the factors. Now let's find the factors of 56. And 56, it's easy to find the factor easy because here, because if we don't have b, b is always equal negative 1. So now 1 times 56 or negative 56 is equal what? Okay. Okay, let me write the factors. Okay. Now we have factors 1 and negative 56. 1 and negative 56 is equal what? It's equal 50, negative 55, I think. Okay. Yeah, negative 55. Now let's find other factors. Okay. Which is 2. Okay. 2 and 28. Okay, and we have also 4 and 14. Okay, and we have 7 and 8. Okay, so all of these negative. Okay, so maybe we get the positive number or we get the negative number. So as we can see here, negative 22 and 2, we get negative 26. Here we will get negative 10. Here we will get negative 1. Okay, so which one represents the B, which is 7 and negative 8? So now open two bracket. So x positive 7 and negative 8. Okay, so we do the same thing for 14. So as we know that, what are the factors of 14? So the factors of 14, so the factors of 14 is 2 and 7. Okay, and we have also 1 and 14. Okay, do we have else? I think no, only this. So now let's say we have negative here, negative here. So negative 7 plus 2 is equal what? Negative 5. Okay, and here we will have negative 13. Okay, so sorry. Okay, now if I have, let's say, what are the factors that I have? Okay, if you check here, I don't have any numbers, so that's mean we call this one prime. Why we call this one prime? Because we have no two numbers. If you add them together, okay, you will get 3. Okay, so try to do this one by yourself and show me what you will get. Okay, here are some also practicing questions. You can practice yourself. Here, solving equation by form when equal 0. After you find the factors, okay, you can use to find the zeros. Okay, so it's similar what we learned in the previous lesson. So now if I ask you in this question here, so it will be x squared minus 2x, okay, minus 15 equal to 0. Now factor this one. What are the factors of 15? So the factors of 15, we have 1 and 15, we have 3 and 5. I think we have only these two factors. Okay? Now, which one of these, if you add them, you get negative 2, which is negative 5. Here is negative. Okay? This one is negative 14. This one is negative 2. So now these are the two factors. So the factors are 3. Okay, let's open two bracket. X is equal positive 3 and x is equal negative 5. So now let's find the zeros. So the zeros, I take this one equals 0. So x plus 3 equals 0. So x is equal negative 3. Okay, x minus 5 equals 0. So that means x is equal positive 5. Okay. So this is how we can solve this. These are some questions. Please try to solve them by yourself. If you have any questions, you can ask me about factories. I know a little bit is confusing, but it's easy if you understand how to confine the factors of the numbers. Have a good day. See you. Bye-bye.